doing the best friend tag. We kind of just watched a bunch of other people's best friend tags and took the questions we liked and got rid of all the shitty ones. Do you want to start?
Sure.
Look what a generous friend I am.
Aww. So sweet.
Get off my channel.
Okay, I guess we'll go with something easy first. How we met.
We worked in a cafeteria.
Yeah, it was funny because we were actually in the same orientation, but like, we're just like, hey.
And then I forgot I met Katrina.
Yeah.
But she remembered me and was super friendly at work, and I'm like, wow, this girl's so nice! I mean, like, we were, like, friends pretty right away.
Yeah.
But I feel like the best friend stuff didn't actually happen until after we moved in together.
Yeah, we were both desperate. We had difficult roommate situations where we just didn't get along with our roommates.
So it worked out. And particularly watching Supernatural, I feel like that was like the blossoming of our friendship.
I know. It was like
our shows are like the thing we do together.
Yeah, like binge watching is super fun.
Netflix is our favorite pastime.
Okay.
Can you name 2 of my favorite foods?
Pizza?
Yeah?
Okay. Pizza and those chocolate chip muffins from Costco.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that, but yeah.
What is my biggest fear?
Disembodied whistling.
Oh my god, that was not my answer, but yes! Holy shit, I hate that. What would be your superhero power? What do you want it to be?
Okay, I would give you the superpower, like rewatch a TV series or a movie or a book or something, but to delete the memory of it. So it would be like every time you watch Buffy, it would be like an entirely new experience.
Oh. I would give you the superpower of just touching something and absorbing its knowledge.
Maybe then I'd actually graduate. Oh, too real. Can you name my pizza toppings? Like Sibeli's run.
Pepperoni, bacon, red onion.
Boom! What's something like you learned about me and I learned about you that we would only know about each other from being roommates for 2 years? Because what I learned about you was that while you often get up early and start your days early, don't talk to her until she's like gone to the bathroom and had her coffee.
Yeah.
It's not even like she's like cranky or like, oh, don't talk to me. But literally, like, you haven't developed senses yet. It's like, you know how like puppies haven't opened their eyes? It's just like...
You have one of the strangest sleeping patterns I've ever experienced. Because, like...
Do I?
You would, like, be up... I would go to bed at, like, 10, and I would hear you guys go to bed at, like, 3. And then I would wake up in the morning at, like, 8, and you'd be like, hey!
Oh, yeah. I don't sleep a lot.
It's just, like... Of course, in my puppy state, so it'd be like... Whoa.
Like 6 hours in bed, and I'm like, okay.
Maybe we could talk about a bad habit the other has.
Yeah, okay. That's actually a little hard, because, like, we got along really well as roommates.
Yeah. I will say that, like, this is something I've been working on myself for a long time, but it's passed down by my mother, and I can be super passive-aggressive.
I think my worst one is, like, I'm so hyper-organized. And, like, I'm so lucky to have lived with people like Katrina and Jake who will deal with it. Oh, I know what our thing is. You hate the smell of peanut butter, and I hate the smell of coffee. But you're a coffee drinker, and I eat peanut butter. Who is the more grown-up person? Say on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Andy.
Katrina. I work part-time at a fast food joint. How am I more grown-up?
You don't live with your parents!
Yeah, but, like, you've graduated college, you have, like, a real job. Neither of us know how to adult.
Which reality show do you think the other would be on?
Because I'd say, like, Say Yes to the Dress, because you wouldn't be on something that's like, look at me, I'm this crazy person!
Yeah.
But...
Whoa, ow!
Wow.
Did you hear that? Christ.
But I also don't think you're the type of bride who they would film on that show, because you would just, like, be a normal, functioning person. So
yeah.
I think they'd film you, but you want to make the final cut. In a good way, though.
Yeah,
Like, it'd be a good thing it didn't make the final cut.
Do you want to know what I think you'd be on?
Yeah.
House Hunters.
Ooh, girl.
I could see Andy just going into a place and being like, this kitchen sconce is too small. I
Oh my
hate.
God.
Do you see how low these counters are? What is this for children? Do you believe in ghosts?
Katrina does, I don't. I don't believe in anything supernatural, yet turn off the lights and I'm like, ooh, girl! I think you're an atheist.
You would be correct. I believe in morals, but like not the morals that come in a book that was written by a bunch of dudes.
Well, I always think it's interesting that you're an atheist but believe in ghosts.
I don't think they're connected. And I think you're like more of a like Buddhist philosophy.
In terms of like believing in actual deities, I'm just like not worried about it.
What is your dream job?
Katrina's dream job is behind the scenes studio kind of stuff.
I don't really want to be in front of the camera, ironically. And for you, I believe you would want to be an author and have all your books sell and just be like, flew, flew, flew. That's books flying off the shelf.
Oh,
by
I
the way.
see.
Yeah.
Which is like what we're both working on. So that's good.
Yeah, and I would definitely say, if anybody says your dream is stupid, well, first of all,
They're stupid.
they just never went and tried.
Yeah.
Oh, favorite inside joke.
Whoever HBO
It's the stupidest thing. Where Baron HBO
Where Baron HBO go?
I'm not even gonna explain it.
Nope, part of a joke.
It's
for us to
hard.
know.
It's hard. Biggest pet peeve.
When you get like powdery stuff on your fingers, like if you're eating like, you know, the Cheeto dust and stuff like that, that like,
Oh, finger licking freaks.
what do you think mine is?
Arrogance. Why are you so amazing?
Katrina's so amazing because you can be really, really annoying, but she's very quick to forgive irritating details. Like if you're like fundamentally a good person, it doesn't matter to her if you like have these annoying like tics and habits.
Yeah. Andy's just one of the most like. I'm sorry.
You're gonna make me cry. This is why we're friends, because we cry.
Yeah, we cry like crazy.
Everything.
Okay, I'll do it really quick. Andy is one of the most genuine people you will ever meet. Like, her kindness, like, I'm sorry. Her kindness knows no bounds, and that's all I'm gonna say before I start blubbering.
So this question I thought would be really appropriate for us to answer. It was, how do you stay in contact with a friend if they move away from you?
Oh, like, so many ways.
Katrina lives in Arizona right now and I live in Oregon. She's just here visiting for the weekend. And I definitely recommend YouTube.
Yeah, like, YouTube is a great way to stay in touch. Like, make a channel together.
Yeah, we
And-
have a secondary channel, which I'll link to below. Basically write like video letters to each other once weekly. And it's really nice because there's a lot of things you might not want to share with each other but aren't really worthy of a phone call. Like we had phone dates for a while and they were fine and they're a good way to keep in touch, but we're not really a phone talking generation so much.
Yeah, so it's like, we could talk on the phone for a long time, but we're the type of people where it's like, I need to see what your hands are doing when you say this, and
also just take advantage of modern technology, you know, use social media, use texting, like, there are so many times during the day where we'll just text each other like 3-word things.
yeah, like, you don't have to have an entire conversation, just be like, holy shit, I just saw this thing, oh, I saw it too, ha ha ha.
And then whatever things you do together when you're in person together, see if you're able to do that from a distance. Like all of our shows, even though we're not physically watching together anymore, we still experience them together, like visit each other.
Yeah, that definitely helps. Like, incredibly ignorant to think in this giant galaxy of ours that we are the only people in this galaxy.
Definitely aliens. I'm not saying there's like little green men stealing farmers, but to think that we live in literally an infinite universe, this cosmic space with no edge, which the human brain isn't even like capable of comprehending, to somehow believe our planet is the only one to have ever produced a living organism, like, that literally doesn't make logical sense.
Yeah, like, logically it doesn't make sense.
What's the worst injury the other person has ever had? I would say your wrist thing from the squirt bottle.
Yeah, I sprained my wrist while I was using a squirt bottle. So be wary of that. And now I have like mild arthritis. And I would say yours was your stress fracture in your foot.
Yes.
Too many F's.
What's our favorite movie to watch together? 1, 2, 3.
Mulan.
Ooh, good answer.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, so the final question, what is an uncommon fact, not like, you know, super private or anything like that, but just something people would probably not learn about you? I would bet that a lot of people don't know or wouldn't guess that you really like rom-coms. You have like a tougher sense of humor.
Uh-huh.
Like a lot of like really satirical stuff and like Monty Python sort of things. So I think people might be surprised to know that also on the list of bests is like My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
That as much as Andy loves to read, it takes her a long time to read.
I'm a slow reader.
Like, with how many books you see on her shelf in her videos, like, you would be like, holy shit, like, this person reads a mile a minute, but it takes her a long time to read. It's like a fast reader, I'm like, go faster!
Well, apparently every video we film is gonna end with Peter getting lost. Oh, but he's being so sweet. Okay.
We all know who her real best friend is. And on that note, bye! I was like, I never have a man, so... Oh, too real! That's an addicting show, by the way, if you've ever seen it.
Train wreck.
Train wreck.
And you'll convince yourself you're watching for the fashion, but then when you finally get to the episode with the fight, you're like, oh!
You're fight!
Good big dog.
Peter.
Be a good big dog over there.
For a while, though, it was Josie and the Pussycats.
Josie and the Pussycats.
The guy with the pizza.
Sky's
gonna eat some
if you open the door. Cause like you have like a more like I was gonna say like hey